Morning everybody. Firstly, massive apologies that this is my first video I've done in a long time. This season is, well, the season for bees has been a bit manic, and more importantly for family life it's been, well, it's been a long few months, so I won't bore you with the details, but yeah, it's prevented me from doing much else. So let you know what's going on since months ago. We have had a bit of an interesting one. So we have had, the most hives we've had is 4 hives. So we've had 4 hives this season. Unfortunately, well, I'll tell you why. The reason we've had 4 hives is because we split hive 1 earlier the year. We had hive 2, brilliant. Hive 1 then went absolutely bonkers during the swarming season and put up like 20 queen cells. So I knocked down a few of them, did all what needed to be done, and rather than wasting the queen cells, I thought I'd try my luck and put them in a couple of other hives. So I did. I put them in 2 other hives. They did really well up until wasp season. The wasps went in there and absolutely annihilated them and just took all of their food. It's my fault. I will take full responsibility. I didn't get the reducer there in time because of personal circumstances. Lesson learned, my bad. Probably didn't give them long enough to build up as well. But, you know, bygones be bygones. It's all happened. Moving on from there. So we've gone from 4 hives. We're now back to 2. So hive 1 and hive 2. Both of them are doing really well. Off hive 1, I've taken about 50 jars of honey this year, and they're 4-ounce jars, and they're brilliant. They're flying off the shelves literally, and people are really liking them. That's where we are at the moment. So we're, like I said, we're down to 2 hives. Both hives have got active queens. They've got, they've got brood. They've got larvae. They've got all you need in there basically to get them through the winter. And at the moment they're just stocking up on their food supplies. So we're overwintering this year. I'll show you what we're overwintering in. We're overwintering in singles. So we've got 14 by 12s brood boxes. They are on both hives. These hives are, I'm not gonna lie, last year I put 14 by 12 and a deep on. The deep was full of syrup and honey and whatnot, and overkill in my personal opinion. This year I'm going down just to keep them on the deeps. So the deeps have got plenty of space for them to put everything they need in the winter in. So we've just come down and we've put the mouse guards on. See hive 1, they're doing very well. And obviously hive 2 over there as well. Mouse guards have gone on this time of year because I know it's still a little bit early. People might ridicule me for putting them on this time of year. Your shout. But I've had a few places where the mice have been out looking for places warm and food and such like that. So the bees are fine. The bees are coping well. You know, I'd rather be over precautious than under precautious. So that's the next stage is going to be feeding heavily. So there's flowers out still. There's nectar. There's pollen. There's things around there for them to still to get into. And the ivy's coming out quite strong at the moment. So there's plenty for them to harvest on. But I want them to have as much opportunity to eat as possible. So I've just ordered some more inverter bee from Bee Equipment, and that will be here soon. So once that's in, I'm going to put a couple of rapid feeders on, just keep topping it up every time I come down, basically, until I can't do it anymore, to the winters here. Obviously, just trying to bear in mind to I don't want to leave the queen with nowhere to lay, basically. But she's obviously going to start slowing down now anyway. Both strong hives, both should make it through winter. So here's hoping. Probably the next video I'll do will be the winterization process, getting that up and running. Yeah, so that'll probably be the next video. But I'll be down here every now and again just to stick some more food on for them. Hive 3 and hive 4, as I mentioned, those 2 were doing very well until only recently, which unfortunately they both died. Hive 4, is that hive 4? Yeah, that's hive 4. That one died last couple of weeks ago. And hive 3 died a lot earlier on. All of the kit is now being brought back, scorched up and being ready to use next season. The plan next season is obviously during, same time of year I did these 2, is to, tractor behind me, is to basically split them both hives in the same way as I did hive 2 this year, but a lot earlier on the season. So I'll have 4 hives early in the season, hopefully, and then by this time next year I should have 4 hives running, And then I've got a nuke box as well, just in case any of them decide to go off swarming or catch any or anything like that. So that's where we are at the moment. We've got 2 hives running smoothly. We've got honey, which is being sold really well. We're also selling lip balms really well, which is being made obviously from the wax. Whilst I am here, if you go over to our Facebook page is Brooklyn's Honeybees. Updates of what's gone on this season. Message me if you want to buy stuff. Yada 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 yada. All the details are on there. But basically, just here's hoping for next season. Really, we're starting obviously to close down. Next season, I'm hoping as well to make sure that we've got a little bit more time. You know, like I said, my boy's been in hospital quite a bit recently, and I'm hoping next year we shouldn't have too many more problems. And if that's the case, we'll be able to do a lot more filming. Also going to treat myself to a GoPro type camera. It's not a GoPro because they're ridiculously priced. It's the cheaper alternative. I think it's about 80 quid for a decent one. So that's going to be next year's purchase for this, as well as various other projects I'm getting myself involved in. Next year we're doing a planned walk for the Grand Appeal. The Grand Appeal is a charity which supports Bristol Hospital, and we're planning on walking, me and Dexter, that's the little dog down there, are planning on walking the Ridgeway. For those that don't know Wiltshire, don't know this area, the Ridgeway spreads from Avebury in Wiltshire to, I can't remember the name of the hill, Beacon Hill, I think it is. Basically, it's in Berkshire. It's Berkshire. It's an 87-mile walk with camping in between, and that's something me and the dog are going to be doing next year. So the GoPro is going to be purchased for not only that, but also for this as well. So here's hoping for an active season. Again, like I said, Hive 2 is doing very well at the moment, so I'm hoping that Hive 2 will be a good producer next year as well. Apart from that, nothing really else to tell you. 2 hives, doing well. Mouse guard's on. Fingers crossed for a more active season next year as far as honey production goes. But anyway, I'll bring you over. Last little look at the bees. So we've got Hive 1. Hopefully you can see there, buzzing away. They've calmed down a little bit now. I put their mouse guard on. Obviously they're a bit pissed off with me to start with, because obviously you block a load of their way up. And then we've got Hive 2 down there as well. Also doing very well. Again, the traffic jam's starting to calm down a little bit. So that's where we are. Apologies again, like I said, for lack of updates, videos, things like that. I know this was designed to help beginners and things like that, but you know, I can't do it all. But fingers crossed next year we'll do some more updates, we'll do some more videos, we'll see what's going on, etc, etc, etc. Oh yeah, whilst I'm here as well, the fence line, remember that was designed to keep the cows out? Well, there's some of the cows. Unfortunately, some of the fence is broken, and so the farmer's gone around and he put some wire around as well to keep the cows in, keep them away. So it'll be interesting to see how they do next to the bees. I don't think there's going to be any problems. Time will tell. But if they've got a bit of cleverness to them, they'll keep away from the bees, and the bees will keep away from the cows. But we'll see how nature gets on with each other. But yeah, that's it. So thanks very much again for watching. If you're watching this, I will leave it there. And like I said, next video I'll put on, as long as I've got the time, as long as I've got, you know, all the gubbins, will be done coming up to winter. So like I said, the next few months is just literally just going to be feeding. And let's face it, there's plenty of videos on YouTube of people telling you how to feed and what to feed and where to feed. I've just purchased some inverted bee from Bee Equipment. For the record, they're not endorsing videos or paying me or giving me free kit or anything like that. They're a fantastic website. I've used them for a long time. I've bought a lot of my kit from there. I have zero faults with them, so I'm going to keep using them. So where was I? Yeah, so there's plenty of videos about what to feed, where to feed. You can get all your advice from your mentors and all that. You don't need that from me. All right. So I will bring you updated, bring you down again next time we're doing some wintering work. All right. So all the best. Have a good day. Take care. Bye bye.